Today we're at Bamboo Gardens of Louisiana in Mount Hermon, Louisiana, and joining me is one of the owners, Lee Berry. Thanks for having me out, Lee.
Thanks for coming, Dan.
Well, I'd like to talk to you about using bamboo in the landscape. If somebody's considering bamboo for their landscape, what's the first thing they should do?
The first thing they should do is educate themselves about the different types of bamboo that are appropriate to their area, either through the internet or by talking to someone like me, who's familiar with the appropriate bamboos for their climate zone.
Well, that's a very important thing. In other words, like with everything else, you need to get as much information you can when you're going to be selecting these types of plants.
Absolutely.
We're talking about selecting bamboo then. What are some of the more notable characteristics that somebody should look at when choosing a type of bamboo for their landscape?
The most important points are the type of bamboo, its root system characteristics, how it spreads or not, size, scale, and appropriateness to the place that they're putting it in their project.
Now, you can use bamboo in a variety of ways, but you need to make sure the bamboo that you choose is going to do what you want it to do.
Absolutely.
So the more you learn, the better. Well, if you had to choose a few bamboos, and this is an amazing collection, I didn't know there were so many bamboos around, but if you had to choose a couple of bamboos, 2 or 3 bamboos that are especially popular or you think are really good, what would those be?
Well, the one behind us is a giant timber bamboo that's being used a lot for shade replacement here in South Louisiana following Hurricane Katrina, because this grove has grown in under 12 years to heights of 62 feet.
Wow.
Others are used for screening, others are dwarfs. It's what's appropriate to your project.
Well, what's a good example of a dwarf one?
Pleoblastus pygmaeus is a little tiny ground cover bamboo, less than a foot tall.
Amazing. Well, again, the collection is marvelous. This is Dan Gill with the LSU AgCenter for Get It Growing.